What's going on, everyone? Been a while, but I got some reviews to do. So right now, I'm going to talk about Urine, Self-Inflicted, Necroptic, Engorgement, Tentacles, and Scumbag. All bands that are close-ish to Troy, New York. Um, so kind of a grind, brutal death, a little bit of hardcore type of night. And it was at No Fun in Troy, New York, which is just an incredible city. So, just go through it kind of quick recap. I forget the exact order, but I'm pretty sure. So, Scumbag started kind of like if Grind and Brutal Death had some sort of like crossover, really heavy Brutal Death, but there's definitely like a good grindcore um, soul to it, and I really enjoyed those guys, and then it was a great start to the night. Um, Good stage presence, good rhythm, really good change ups. So their band, I think that if they play their cards right, they're gonna crush it. I think they're gonna be really good, and they're a young band too. So lots of time. Next up was Tentacles, who I was really excited about going in. They did a fine job. Just I don't know. It was one of those weird things where just something about them live didn't work for me. The crowd was into them. They didn't have any problems, but there's just something missing for me. So they're a band I probably need to see again to kind of figure out what I'm missing. Um, but they did good. The crowd loved them. Necroptic Engorgement was next. Brutal Death Band. I think they hadn't played in a while. I think they'd been, you know, I think they were reunited for this show. Um, and they made a lot of jokes about how when they started the band they were a lot younger and had more energy, and you could see that they need to catch up with that part of their act, but they did great. I enjoyed it. I would see them again, especially after they've had a little bit of time to kind of warm up, get back in their groove and everything. um, Self-Inflicted, newer hardcore band, kind of modern hardcore, so a little bit of like, I don't know. They didn't really do much for me, and there were a lot of fans there to see them that night, and they were like the only hardcore band, and the fans were kind of bringing that energy into the brutal death sets, which was it was a weird mix. A lot of the crowd didn't care for this kind of weird crossover, so I think that if we're gonna have mix genre shows, we're gonna need to figure some of this stuff out. You know, young band. I hope that they continue with their work and everything, but they just, for me, there was nothing that stood out about them. Urine, who, man, when I first moved here, I saw their stickers everywhere, and I was like, all right, cool. I finally get to see this band, Urine, and which, you know, um, well, saying it out loud is just a lot of fun. So, yeah, I don't know. They were a band that for me, and sorry, I'm trying to um, pull up something about them real fast because I feel like I'm missing something. So they yeah, I don't know. There was just something about them that didn't really work for me, and I can't find the information I was looking for. So it was a cool night, and the idea behind it was great. Just I don't know. Maybe I was off that night, but something was just missing. Um, yeah, I can't quite put my finger on it. Something was missing from the performances. So sad to say it. It wasn't a night that I like loved, but I think it was a night that had a lot of promise, and I got to know a few new bands. Um, right, and they're not there to please just one person. They're there to play for themselves and everybody, so that's fine. Um, and I think No Fun is a great venue, and for a small venue, it's got terrific sound, probably better than a lot of bigger venues, to be honest. Their setup and their sound guys just something about it works really well. Um, it's a great DIY type spot. So it was a night where, man, a lot of things were promising, and I think leaving that like, okay, Scumbag kind of set this really high bar, and then for me, the other bands kind of just went in a direction that I wasn't looking for. But that aside, they all did well. The crowd really enjoyed them, and it was a fun night of heavy and aggressive music. So take that as you will. I think that, as always, go see the bands yourself. Go check them out yourself. And keep supporting live music. So, got a lot more coming up. Stay tuned.